Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday afternoon, January 20th. We are looking at window traders market profile of the ES Inspire. We have a lot to cover. Go over all the charts, top down, recap the week. Had a pretty good week. I think we saw the market pretty well. The bottom line is the good thing is we got ranges back the last 2 days. Today's range very good. Trying to get some volume back. Last January, we had tremendous ranges and volume. That's all we need as day traders. Even if you miss trades, you don't get going when the market goes up. Look, I had some longs in I and K, but that's really it. Didn't take full advantage of it. But Monday's another day. Triple Qs go out with a price probe. A triple distribution day. Okay, 5 sets of single prints. Russell goes out. Price probe. Double distribution day. 9 wide. They were 9 for 9 wide at one point. And a very nice afternoon pullback in H, which we called. ES and SPY go out. Price probe. Triple distribution day. And a very nice afternoon pullback low. But at that point, and we're going to get to all that in a minute, I didn't take the long. I actually took the short initially to go fill that. And we'll go over everything. But let's start with today. Look, these videos are free, and they're here to just inform and educate you. That's all I try to do. We said this morning the only trade would be against the overnight high, the overnight low. Well, if you did both of those trades, you could have walked away from your screen for the rest of the day. I took one of them. I took the short. I actually shorted before the market opened today against the overnight high. Now, I didn't reap the benefit of that whole move, but I was happy with it. Then what happened? We get down and front run the overnight low. Okay? Now, yes, we did get... do we get the overnight low? Now that I'm thinking, I'm not even sure if we got the overnight low. No, we didn't get the overnight low. We got close to the overnight low, but we never got it. Okay? And then, so that was another nice long against value low and the overnight low. And then we started going back up. Now, right off the bat, those are two great trades. I didn't take the long. I did have the short in A period. We did go trend right away. I actually took, believe it or not, I took a long in B and lost money on one of them. All right, now let me rephrase that. I made money on the first trade in B when it popped to pop A's high. But then I did not think we were going to go trend. Okay, and I took a long, and it started coming in, and I'm like, I'm not crazy about it. So I took it off, reverse short. So I lost money on a long, but made money on a short. But we did hold the single prints. So I got long in C period. I took the long thinking we'd finally go up and finally fill this gap. Okay? Didn't happen in C, but it happened in D period. Now, I also took a short in C to once thinking they would fill the gap. I lost on a 1 lot. I made on a 3 lot because it backed up enough for me when it wasn't going to go get that gap right away. Then in D period, I took a short against the 50-day moving average at the time. Lost money on that. We went and got the gap. Now, I didn't do anything then, right? I was eating lunch, E, F, G, and then in H, I'm like, something tells me I don't know. We're having trouble getting the base of the price probe from Wednesday. I thought we were going to puke it up. I thought we might take back the whole trend day, to be honest with you, because at the time, half back and value low were around A's high. I'm like, that wouldn't be a bad afternoon pullback. Well, I did get short. I took a 5 lot short. I did good on it, but it didn't get the single prints right away. It started going back up. I took the rest off. It went up pretty good and then reversed to get the singles. I didn't like that, the way it went up, and then came back in. So when that happened, I'm like, well, maybe we are going to push lower. But once we filled the single prints, we automatically just shot right up. And then when I opened, I'm like, if we take out the day's high, there's no way in the world I'm looking for a short then above that. And I didn't. I actually, by accident, went to take a 1 lot, took a 5 lot long to pop the top, and got paid. So that was a really nice trade. And then twice in K period, I took longs on pullbacks, a little ebb and flow trade. But I didn't take full advantage of any of it. But I still had a good day, and we saw the day. We change when the day changes. So I thought we might take back the whole trend day. Well, I was half right. Initially, we took back D. But when H ripped back up like that after filling those single prints, I immediately told the room, something changed there. Now, I don't care I missed the afternoon pullback low, but more importantly, I'm not looking to short this now against this because I think we just put in our afternoon pullback. And boy, oh boy, was that right. So even though I didn't, have a great afternoon because I didn't have all of this move, I captured some of it, and at least I didn't even attempt to short it. And I told the room, please, please do not short this move. Okay? Now, I figured we'd get up to that set of singles and F and take them out. We got them. I said I could see us getting up to here, but we're going to be running into the 200-day moving average. So I don't know if what we get, right? Because SPY was running to the 200. Well, we did get some of them, but we didn't fill them, and we hit our head on the 200, got above it, and we're closed right around it or below. One day doesn't make a market. So good day, good week overall. And you change when the MGI does, and you tell the room exactly what's happening, right? That's the purpose of this room. All right, let's go over the destinations quickly because we still have to do the charts. So for the high, it's 396.04 in SPY. It's a weekly high. And no, it's not. That's not the weekly high. I apologize. It's just a daily high. 396.04 is a daily high. I don't know why I said weekly high. Then we have the single prints from Wednesday. 396.05 to 48. Then the second set, 397.43 to 398.40. So those are still almost $1. Then 400.12 daily high and 400.23 is the weekly high. Right? Let me just make sure I have the weekly high right. Just give me 1 second. No, 400.23 is the weekly high. Okay, for the downside, I'm not using L's highs as a reference point because the price probe didn't get that far away from it. So the single prints, 5 sets, get ready. I'm not repeating them. 394.81 to 35. Second set, 394.30 to 393.97. Third set, 393.79 to 60. Fourth set, 393.20 to 392.48. Then our afternoon pullback low, textbook afternoon pullback low, 391.10. Then our first set of single prints from today, 390.35 to 11, 388.38 daily low, and 387.86 weekly low, and that's yesterday's low. Very important, right? Because the weekly is still up. ES, upside 90.50. Today's high, 97 single prints 90.75 to 96.50. Single prints 06 and a quarter to 15.75, and it should have everything else that we had given you from Wednesday. For the downside, get ready. Here comes another barrage of information. Single print 77.50 to 73 and a quarter. Single print 72.50 to 69 and a quarter. Third set 67.25, 65.75. Fourth set 61.50 to 54 and a quarter. 40.25 is our afternoon pullback. 32 and a quarter to 30.50 is our first set of singles from today. And today's low of 12.25. Now, let's go to those charts and see what's changing, what's going on. Russell, inside month going on, still a huge balance, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time. Balance on the monthly in Russell. Weekly is up. One time framing up 3 weeks, so that's healthy. And the daily is balanced again, right? Markets don't go bull, bear. So we went bull, balance 3 days ago, bear yesterday, back to balance today. Now it's subjective. You want to call this just a 2-day balance? And if we take it out, we're up on Monday. You could do that, or you can encompass this whole thing. All subjective. They're above the 200, the 50, and the 20. So monthly is balance, weekly up, daily balance. Triple Qs, 4-month balance on the monthly. Weekly, up. One time framing up, 3 weeks. And then the daily, balance, right? Now, that for me, I would definitely encompass maybe all of this. I would actually probably use January 11th's low of 273.12 as the bottom of my balance and Wednesday's high as the top of it. That's not a big balance. It's only $11.50. At some point, we hope to explode out of it to the upside and test the 200 or to the downside and get below the 20. They're above the 50 and the 20, below the 200. So Qs are balance monthly, up weekly, and balance on the daily. ES and SPY, 3-month balance. 5-month balance. It's a 5-month balance on the monthly. Inside month so far, with 2 weeks to go. That would be interesting. Weekly, up. We came close. Just yesterday morning, we tried to get last week's low, miss it by a buck and change. Nice defense by the bulls. Weekly stays up. Will we get another try of this lower high trend line? We'll see. That's a nice close on the weekly, by the way. And by the way, we were down for the week decent early. We only closed down on the week under $3. So a nice recovery. So the monthly's balanced, the weekly's up. Look at the daily. Balance. Now, again, how am I going to encompass this? I'm probably going to use yesterday's low as the bottom of it and when Tuesday's high is the top of it. So my balance would be from 400.23 to 387.26. So that's what? $13 balance. Not a huge one. So that's my whole balance. Above the 20, above the 50, right at the 200. Well, one day doesn't make a market, so I don't care. More importantly than the 200 is this lower high trend line for over a year. It's going to be really important. Look, before I close out, remember, I always give both sides, and we change when the market changes, right, as far as giving information. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't have a crystal ball. But what's interesting is they've defended these all year. Now, the first one you're going to come over is the daily, which is around, it's getting lower now. It's around 400 again, okay? Then the weekly one is around, it's going to be maybe instead of 402 and change, 401 and change. And then the monthly, well, the monthly is going to be a little tougher. It's around 408. But let me tell you, people know that that's there on these things. Traders will do its work till it doesn't work anymore. Well, what have they been doing here for the last year? Shorting it. So if you ever get acceptance above that level, 400 on SPY, 4,000 on the ES, you can really get a decent move to the upside. So it remains to be seen if that is going to happen. Or, for the umpteenth time, do we get rejected at it? Hopefully we find out sooner rather than later. Thank you for the likes and subscribing. Hope you had a good week trading. Enjoy your weekend. And we'll speak prior to the opening on